basically did it all. It was great. And then what happened was you couldn't do much on the free trial, so I had to upgrade, and I didn't really want to do that. Plus, I thought it'd be a bit more interesting if I learned how to code it myself. So yeah, it's taken a big while to do this, and there were a lot of points where I was like, "Oh, what is this?" Like just things that would happen. So my whole thing was to make this website on Glitch. I chose Glitch because I use it for uni, and also because you can see in live time the changes you make, which is so useful. But yeah. And I also thought I recorded the whole process of what I did, but I didn't. I don't know if I forgot to or got corrupted or something, but I literally cannot find it. So yeah, that sucks, but it's time we move on. So when we jump into like me actually coding on Glitch or whatever, you will see that I am doing a grid. And the grid system was a bitch, to like put it short or whatever. I really struggled with it, and yeah. Also, I'm okay at coding, and this like I'm not amazing, so I know it's probably scuffed a lot of the code, and there probably is a way efficient way to do this. I probably did the grid wrong. There's an easier way. Why are you doing it like that? But like it's fine. It was my first project. It's okay. But yeah, I just wanted to, make it myself because I wanted to show off that I can do HTML. So yeah, also, if you are looking into doing coding and stuff like that, I googled a lot of things. I know the basics of HTML, but googling really helped. Do not be ashamed with googling. Most people do it. But I googled everything. Just like everything. I mean everything. Like if there wasn't something I knew how to do, I'd Google it. But the thing about Googling is when you have like a really niche problem, not everybody's gonna like have solved it or have like the correct answer for you. That's the one issue. So you can kind of go about that if you post on forums and stuff like that. But me being the like independent person kind of, and I didn't want to go through all the hassle of like setting up an account, and I'm not 100% on what I'm talking about, so I didn't do that. It might be helpful if you do that, but like no shame if you don't, no shame if you do, because they know what they're doing at the end of the day, the people who reply to these posts. But yeah, so for the grid, there's two options. You can use flex grid or the CSS grid. So the difference is, I think, don't quote me. So flex grid is the more like you can overlay items easier. You can do it with CSS grid, but it's just easier with flex boxes, flex grid, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know, I think it's good for like auto sizing content, like the different screen sizes and stuff like that. I could be chatting shit because I'm not 100%, but this is just what I've learned. It could be rubbish, so I'm sorry. But yeah, and so I tried both of these grids, and yeah. So here, if you can see, I'm really struggling with fitting like these elements together because my vision was to have a grid where items just automatically slot into places depending on their size. Because, I wanted it kind of automated, so in the future, if I do add more work, then it's fine. But yeah, I really struggle with that. I looked at so many things, and I don't know, it just weren't working for me. So there is like thick content and stuff like that you can use, but like it just wasn't working sometimes, and it's really finicky. And I probably had like code that over overwrite overwrit it. There we go. But yeah, I really struggled with this grid, so I feel like the majority of the videos after this is just gonna be the grid. But yeah, so for my work, I kind of divided it up into my work, and then uni work. And I'll talk about that briefly now. So, for uni, I've been there for a year now, and it feels like I have nothing to show for myself. Like on my uni page, I don't have a lot, and that's because some of the work I don't want to show because I don't think it's my best work. And like, I don't know, I've done what, like six or more projects. And I feel like, what have I got to show for that, you know? Like, I did a bit of motion graphics. I have not put that on my portfolio yet, but I didn't convert it into like a GIF or something like that so I could actually put it on there. I You can put video files in HTML, but I didn't want to overcomplicate it, and plus it wasn't like a long motion graphic, so I don't think it really mattered. Um, but yeah, so I really was like, why do I have nothing? And the thing is, because they're from separate projects, it's a bit hard to order them and stuff. And I didn't want to make it more complicated, where if you hover on it, it will give you the description, blah blah blah. I might do that in the future, but I just didn't want to overcomplicate it, and I just wanted, like like just a gallery that you can scroll down, look at my work, So yeah, so we go on to my work. So I work for a company and I've done a lot of work for them, and I was like, I should put that on my portfolio because I'm there 3 days a week. I do work every day, so I have a lot to show for it. And yeah, so let's go into that. So I don't know where to start, but I felt so criminal taking my work to put on my website. And of course, like in my contract, I think I'm not allowed to sell my work that I do for the company. It's not mine, which is completely fine. I do not expect it to be mine. But like it just felt so illegal to like get these images and put them on my website. And I was like, why do I feel like that? That's kind of weird. I don't know if it's just me, but like it felt illegal, like downloading these files so I could put it on my portfolio. But yeah, I don't know. Like it was really surreal. I don't know why I felt like that, but like you should really take photographs of your work and stuff like that, because for the company I work with, I've done a lot of like, not a lot, but a few pieces of packaging for them. And I'm like, I don't know why, but like I never want to like take my phone out and take a picture of it because I'm like, oh, that's weird. Do not feel like that. Please don't. Please just take a picture of it because that will save you. Because yeah, you should really take credit for your work, and put it on your portfolio. Don't even worry about like, being shy about it. Please don't, because you really need to do that. Because I was thinking about it and I was like, there's no evidence that I've worked at the company I'm with right now. So like, have I even worked there? Like like, is this just a dream, an illusion? Because I was like, realistically, if I went to someone else, I had nothing to show for myself that I've actually been in the industry, so it's kind of weird and scary. But yeah, do not be ashamed. Take it, you know. But yeah, I don't know. It's really surreal and really weird feeling. Um, but yeah. Oh, this was the homepage. So it's very styled now, and so I kind of copied the template of what I did in Webflow. Sorry, I think it's called that. I don't know. I would say use Webflow if you kind of want a little insight into coding. Yeah, actually, I wouldn't say that because no, don't. No, like Webflow was great, and I liked it. I did, because it felt like a less like drag and drop kind of thing, like Wix and Squarespace. You can kind of like drag and drop it, but with Webflow it felt a bit more like I had more control over the things and a little more professional. I don't know how to explain it, but I was very disappointed when I found out I had to buy the subscription. And subscriptions to these sites are quite expensive, especially if you want to code a website then host it. And I was looking into like a lot of like you can code it and host it, which was either more money monthly, and I didn't really want to commit to that because I don't know, like because I'm so employed right now, so I'm not going to be using it, and then I don't know, I just didn't want to commit to that. So yeah, this is me struggling with the so like I said, I put them into categories. So my work, my uni work, my personal work. And I didn't know how to link it up, so I decided to add like buttons. So I wanted the buttons there, but the spacing was a little weird because how I did the menu grid at the top, because it's in a div. So divs are like containers, they hold your elements in. So it's a div with 3 buttons in with a grid system within the div. So it was very confusing. So yeah, also, so this part is I really wanted to make particles on my thingy just to add some movement to it. I really did not want to use JavaScript because I didn't really want to get into JavaScript. I just wanted simple coding. So yeah, this is me following a video tutorial. Hopefully it does pop up, but it was a very useful video tutorial. I would say I'd link it in the description, but I'm probably not going to. Not because I don't believe in crediting people, but I will probably forget. But thank you for making that tutorial. But yeah, so I really liked how it turned out, and then I made little vector shapes to replace the kind of like these just circles. But yes, that was fun. But like, as much as this whole process was a pain in the ass, especially the end stretch. So okay, let me just lay out what the game plan was. So the game plan was make it on Glitch and then find somewhere to host it. I could use the Glitch website thingy to host it, but I wasn't too sure on that. And then I learned that you can export your project to GitHub. And I know you're probably thinking, why would you do that? That's probably even worse because you still have like their IP attached to your site, if that makes sense. So like with Wix, your site will be like wixsite dot and your site name. So yeah, but I just wanted a free service that I could host it on, which wasn't Glitch. Sorry, Glitch. So I chose GitHub. So the end goal was to upload it on GitHub, and that was very frustrating. I think it's fixed now. I think I've fixed it all. But yeah, it was extremely frustrating. I don't know why, but I googled a lot, could not find any answers whatsoever, and I figured it out myself. So yeah, I will explain it, but that will be in the last video, and that probably won't happen to anyone. Plus, who wants to do this, you know? But but yeah, I feel so relieved that I've actually done it. It feels great, you know, because I started this in the summer because I was off for uni for the summer. We didn't get a long break, but it was long enough, you know. And then I kind of wanted to finish it before I go back to uni, but yeah, I've just finished it now. I'm not gonna say it's perfect because it definitely isn't, and there probably are like a lot of weird things, especially with the photo galleries that I made because images would stretch and stuff. I had to change the object fit thing. So yeah. Anyway, let's not get technical. But yeah, really enjoyed that. What else? Sorry. Normally, at some point in the video, I had no idea what I'm supposed to talk about. This is why you write a script, but I just don't want to write one because I'd feel weird reading off a script. But yeah, so this is me trying to figure out the situation with the particles, because the particles would expand off the screen and wouldn't stay like in the main section part that I've outlined because it has padding on each side, so it should just be where that menu is, and yeah, the length of the menu. Thank you. So yeah, I was really struggling with that. Like, I struggled with a lot of things. Google helped me a lot of the time. Like, a lot of it was copy and pasting code, which I'm not ashamed to admit, or like just trying fixes. I did a lot of Oh no, wait, the video's already ended. Oh, anyway, I did a lot of fixes when you inspect a page and you can edit the code and then it will change what happens. So I did a lot of that. That was very useful. I think, yeah, it was definitely one of my biggest tools that I did use. Um, yeah, but I did get it all figured out. I don't know what we're doing in the next one. I think it's me trying to overlay my logo and stuff on top of the particles, and then probably more of the gallery. It's kind of. I feel like I should probably not make this into 4 videos because a lot of it is just gonna be me doing the gallery. So maybe we just shove that into one video. I don't know. Anyway, wow, it was lovely making another video. I have footage from making a stream overlay, so I'm not sure when I'm gonna make that into a video or whatever. But yeah, so expect more videos. I don't know when. I might just try to get them all out, otherwise I'm just gonna procrastinate. So yeah, it was nice making this. I hope you're okay. But yeah, you'll see more of me maybe tomorrow or within the coming days. But yeah, hope you're doing good. I'm good. But yeah, see you later. Bye.